So let's talk about competitions. The first thing is only use the term competitions for a genuine game of skill or judgment. Do not get it confused with a prize draw, which is a game of chance, simply selected at random. There are many types of competition. We've been involved with online games where you might have a leaderboard and the prize goes to the top scorer at the end of the promotion. Others have involved judgment. So one time we filmed a racing car around a track. Then you had to identify from a map where at a particular point in time you thought the racing car was. A modern version of Spot the Ball. Then there are fact-based competitions. What is the highest capital city in the world? Well, with Google, you can find out most things. I'll save you the trouble. It's La Paz in Bolivia. So you're unlikely to get just one correct winning entry to your competition if that's your question. The law does, though, allow you to ask such a type of question as long as there's a decent level of skill and a significant proportion of people are going to get it wrong. And then if you have multiple correct entrants, you are allowed to conduct a random draw, but just like with real prize draws, it should be conducted by an independent person. The most popular type of competition, however, are word or photo competitions. Things like complete the sentence in less than 15 words. I want to go on holiday because, and the best one will win the holiday. Or send in a photograph of you in a funny situation. There's no single correct answer. It's down to judgment. Consumers go to a lot of effort to create their entries, and they deserve the opportunity for you to be judging them properly. Now, you need to judge them in accordance with what you've said in the terms and conditions. So, are they to be witty, apt, humorous, appropriate to the brand? Whatever you've said in the terms and conditions is how you're going to be judging them. And the more specific you are in the terms, the better the entries will be, and the easier the judge's task will be. Now, you may want to judge the entries to your own competitions. Not so fast. There are some rules to follow, mainly the CAP code. Clause 8.26 says that if the selection of a winning entry is open to subjective interpretation, an independent judge or a panel containing at least one independent judge must be appointed. And that judge must be demonstrably independent from the competition's promoters and their intermediaries, and they should have a relevant skill set in the subject matter of the competition. So yes, you can be involved, but there must be an independent judge as well, and that's what we specialize in. So we will either do all the judging and give you the final list, or we can do the short list and then work with you at a final stage to pull out those final happy, lucky prize winners. We will be ensuring that the final decision is based solely on the criteria in your terms and no other factors. I've had clients wanting to change winners based on the store in which they shopped, the area in which they lived, or their age. The best entry must win regardless. So a few points to running competitions. Think about the level of skill for your audience. If you set it too hard, you will get lower numbers of entries. If you make it too easy, people will regard it as a bit of a sham. Make it just so that it can be engaging. Think about the process of actually judging creative entries. Make sure that you've clearly defined timescales and an appropriate budget. If you were to get 10,000 entries to your photo competition, and each one takes 30 seconds to judge, that is the work of 2 weeks of a single person, non-stop. Have you allowed for that in your budget and in your planning? Think about the back end. A decent judging platform will save huge amounts of time and effort. Be especially careful with photo entries. You need to have fast and effective moderation. We all get the need for decency, taking out nudity, insulting, racist activities, absolutely. But we've had situations where prize-winning entries have been selected and posted only to discover that the actual subject matter was of a mass murderer, very embarrassing for brand reputations. Then there's copyright to consider. Who owns the image? Did they have the right to submit it? Who will win the prize in the event that that's a winning entry? Getting the prizes right is vital, both in terms of what you offer and how many prizes you do indeed offer. We can help and offer our advice to sort that out. Good, solid terms and conditions not only protect you, but give confidence and clarity to the consumer. Don't be tempted to judge things yourself. Neither you nor your agency are deemed independent, but we are, and we can do so much more to help you to run and create a successful, effective, and compliant competition.